Over the past few years, social media has changed the way we communicate and is now dominating the way we use the internet. Some of the leading social platforms are Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. The world is changing at a speed we could never imagine before.
6 hours.
2 hours. 1 to 2 hours.
2 to 3 hours.
3 hours.
Before we entered the world of social media, we were extremely addicted in our means to interact with other people, and we were limited largely to the people that we knew in person. There were things we had to deal with that we don't have to now, such as waiting for a letter in the mail or waiting for the paper to read the news and so on. Today, we have access to all kinds of news only one search away.
Online news have made it possible to reach many people at the same time, regardless of their location. Thanks to social media, we are now able to interact with thousands of people all over the world. Without social media, that would have been impossible. How has social media changed the communication of your everyday life?
I grew up with social medias, so I don't really know what it's like to live without it, but I think it has made it easier to communicate with other people, and it has made it easier to make appointments and stuff like that.
Okay, and which social medias do you use to communicate with people?
I run a very popular Instagram page, ChelloGirl2002, where I upload pictures and tell people about what's going on in my life. And then I also use Snapchat and Facebook.
Okay. I use mostly like the Messenger app for Facebook, so I can talk to people, and Snapchat. And then if I want to go more broad, kind of share it with more people, I would most likely go to Visco or Instagram. Social media has changed a lot in the way we communicate. Do you think this is a positive thing?
Yes, because it is easier to communicate with my friends.
I think it's both positive and negative, because the positive side is that you can have good communication with people that live far away, and it's easier to talk with people, but in the other side it's negative, because people are maybe not right here in a way. They're like looking at the phone instead of really talking with the people that is just sitting right beside them. And it's hard to say which one. It's kind of both in a way.
I think the revolution of communication is a positive thing. I think that we have gained more opportunities as of what we can do and where we can travel and who we can speak to, and I think that's a really great thing.
It's astonishing that not only our way of communicating has changed so much, but also our way of writing. We use more and more slang and abbreviations while communicating online. Some examples are BRB, LOL, and OMG. There are so many more as well.
I use them so much that I have become a part of my vocabulary. The abbreviations come so natural to me when I text. And the generation before us never used these abbreviations. It has grown to become a part of our modern way of communicating with less words.
Yeah, I know, sometimes I even use them when I'm talking. And I think it's a bad thing that our language has evolved in this way, because it ruins such a beautiful language, and it also makes it sound less serious. In addition to this, it also affects probably how youth are writing, for example, schoolworks.
These new technologies allows us to do so many things. It's a new way of meeting people without actually meeting them. So many people meet others online on different sites.
I can't believe people would do that. These new ways of communicating with people you only meet online can be very dangerous and stupid. People may trick and exploit you. Why can't we just meet like we did in the old days?
It's crazy. With all these new social media such as Facebook and Twitter, it's so much easier just to communicate via the internet instead of meeting people in real life.
It seems like people are obsessing over these new technologies and forget how to actually interact with others. Even when people are spending time with other people, they use their phones.
Yeah, and after talking to several students at our school, I wonder if face-to-face communication will diminish even more. What do you guys think?